Now in this second question we have given one more triangle like this. In this triangle we have to show that this angle is angle CAB means this angle is 62.2 degrees. You have to show this angle. This angle basically you can say that it is x. You have to show this angle would be 62.2 degrees correct to one decimal place. In this question it is given that this triangle is basically a Yard-Sales the triangular root. This is basically the root shown. The bearing of B from A is 135. It means whenever it is written that bearing of B from A, it means that after the word from, after the letter from, you will see that the knot would be drawn here at the place of A. And when you will draw the knot and you will clockwise you will draw the angle, so you will find that it will stop at the line of B at 135 degree. So the bearing of B from A would be 135 degree. You should know that bearing should be at three places, or you can say 3 digits. Now in this question we have to show this angle. So what are the base which we have learned to show this angle? In this angle it is given that you can say that you can see this angle has an opposite side of 3.7, and this angle in the same particular triangle we have 42 degree have an opposite side of 2.8 centimeter. So according to the rule, according to the formulae or the logics we have studied, it is given that this triangle is not a right angle triangle. So it is a simple triangle, an alternate triangle. So we will find by using the sine rule, because sine rule is used for the particular angles having the particular sides in which one of them are missing. So it would be like this: sine x means this angle which we are just going to find. Sine x would be divided by 3.7 equals to if the sine x would be written top in numerator, so at the every place we will write the sine x, which means that the angle would be at top of the numerator of this question. So sine 42 divided by the opposite side would be 2.8. Now to find this particular x angle, we are just going to clean this denominator by taking to the cross multiplication. 3.7 into sine 42 degrees divided by 2.8, and this sine is basically multiplying with this x. So for finding the value of this angle we have to do sine inverse. So it would be sine inverse. So you can easily find the value of angle x, and if you find the value you will get the answer 62.1 or something like this. You will find you need to correct your answer to 1D. You have to just show this angle. So this question is of 3 marks and we have shown this. This question answer is written top there, 62.2 degrees correct to 1 degree. Okay, for the second part it is written that we have to find the bearing of A from C. In second part it is written that find the bearing of A from C. So in which we have to find the bearing of A from C, the letter which is written after from the knot would be drawing at C place. It means that at C we will draw the knot like this. This is basically the knot. The same knot which is drawn at A place. Now we have to find the bearing of C from A. It means from the knot place we are just going to draw a circular line clockwise until we will get the A line. So it would be like this. When we start to draw to measure the angle, it would stop at the place this here, because at this line the A is coming. So this is the angle which we need to find out. This is a bearing. Now for this question it would be much complex if you will not follow the rules. One of the most important rule in finding the bearing is of alternate angle or corresponding angles. In this question I am just going to find by these rules. This is the knot, this is also knot. When two knots are placing in a straight line, joining the straight line is placing A to C. So when two knots the parallel two will not, because when the two not would be drawn, they would be parallel, and if they join the same line, so they would be forming sum of interior angle is always 180. If we need to find out this bearing, we must need to know what this angle is, and we can easily find this angle by calculating, because we know this angle 62.2, we know this angle 135 degrees, and to find this angle we will need to minus from 360, so it would be 45. This angle would be, okay, we have a calculator, we just have to find from this 360 minus 135 minus 62.2. This angle would be 162.8. This angle would be 162.8. 162.8. Now we have to find this angle, and I just tell you earlier that sum of interior angle is always 180. If this angle is 162.8, so it means this angle would be 180 minus 162.8. So it would be 17.2. 17.2 bearing. Now you need to know that bearing is always of three significant places, or you can say three whole number places. So it would be 0, 1, 7.2 degree from A from C. You will see that because the knot is placed at C, and we have to draw the line from till A to find the angle. Now we have also the third part of this question, in which we have to find the total length. I would need to rub this A part. Now in this third part, it is written that yacht sails from A to B to C to A. Now this is the complete route which the yacht has followed. Now in this question we have to find the total length of the route. Calculate the total length. In order to find out the total length of route, we must need to know the length from A to B, B to C, and from C to A. So we have know the length which is 3.7 from C to B. We have know the length which is from 2.8 from A to C, but we don't know the length of from A to B. Now for this we have some more examples, we have some more formula, we have two things to apply on the ordinary triangle. We have cosine rule and we have also sine rule. Now first we will see that whether we will solve by this sine rule or not. If we need to find this length, we must know the opposite angle of this length. If it is 62.2, it is 42, so you must know that the sum of triangle is always 180. So it would be found by 180 minus 62.2 minus 42. So it would be 75.8. This angle would be 75.8. Now you have to need to know this length because we have to find the total route. So you can see that this length would be y. If you have known that this angle is 75.8, you can apply sine rule over here. It would be like this: sine 75.8 divided by y equals to sine. You can take this sine 42 divided by 2.8, because you will all know, because to do sine rule you have to follow the rule of sine rule at the angle and its opposite side. Sine 42 divided by 2.8. Now you can find this by taking to the numerator, this to the numerator, and then divide this sine 42 with these two things. It would be like this: 2.8 multiplied by sine 75.8 divided by sine 42. So it would be equal to y. and we can find the y by 2.8 multiply by sine 75.8 divided by sine 42. So it would be 4.06. The length of y would be 4.06 centimeter. 4.06 centimeter. Or no centimeter. It is from the lengths are given in. It is from kilometer. 4.06 kilometer. Okay. Now to find the total route, you have to just read the question again. A to B, B to C, and C to A. It means the length from A to B, the length from B to C, and length from C to A. So it means we have to add all these lengths. So it would be 4.06 plus 2.8 plus 3.7. The answer would be 10.6. The total answer would be 10.6 kilometer. That's it. Now we've finally found the answer. How we find the answer? By adding all the roots. That's it.